Welcome to the Bristol Avon, where I live in Great Somerford. Some of my work, a lot of my work before, during and after the COVID lockdown is to do with reconnecting society, all policy areas with their ecological roots. So let's take these wonderful willow trees as an example. They do many things for us from a provisioning service, an ecosystem service perspective. Willows are used for energy crops. Willows are used for making cricket bats. The wood is used for various other purposes. I mean, for rapid burning. It's not a massively enduring timber, but also for weaving and for making hurdles. And willows have been used for a very long time for pain relief, and indeed from the Latin name of willows, salix, comes salicylic acid, precursor of what we know as aspirin. So there's many things that willows do, and they connect to different parts of the policy environment. Also, the presence of these wonderful tall trees offers excellent storm buffering of benefit to agriculture, be that livestock or arable. And of course, they host a wide range of pollinators, pest predators. They also store carbon, and they accrete sediment that stores even more carbon. And they create a microclimate. So they're doing global and local climate services for us, which have huge benefit for many sectors of society. They also help avert or regulate erosion, take away the willows and the stream bank would erode. They also provide hydraulic roughness. So when there are high flows, there's better flood storage and the slowing of flows, averting damage downstream, averting flooding to railways, roads, other infrastructure. And the habitat that they form above and particularly below water level provides water purification services. So there's a whole range of economic benefits across societal sectors. I mean, take away these willows and the Bristol Avon Valley is a lesser thing. They serve an aesthetic, a cultural landscape perspective. Also inspiring art. I mean, many of us grew up with wind in the willows. Take away the willows, we have just wind. So they've inspired art, and they've inspired sort of natural metaphor that has been an environmental education for many of us. And of course, the artistic side of what you can do with willows in terms of sculpting as well as basket making and so forth. Round my feet, round the willow roots, there's loads of fry because of the diversified habitat that the willow roots and the underwater structure provide. So they're really good for those of us that like to go fishing, that includes me, as well as bird watching, because there are green woodpeckers, great tits, tree creepers, you name it. The bird life, the insect life is profuse here. And then we get to the supporting ecosystem services. The willows are helping accrete form sediment. Without them, we just have erosion. They provide direct habitat for water voles, for birds, for the fry of fish. There's an understory of vegetation you can see behind me of obviously nettles and comfrey and woundworts and yellow cress and all sorts of other plants that's permitted because of the microhabitat. So they diversify habitat. Many species of moth, as well as some butterfly, feed as larvae on the willow. So what are they doing? These willows are providing resilience to this landscape, providing many ecosystem services, benefiting trade, benefiting agriculture, benefiting aesthetics, tourism, recreation, medicine, helping with flood relief, helping with water quality improvement, and better storing or contributing to the storing of water resources. There isn't really a policy area left in the world that things that don't benefit from the presence of just this one species. But of course, as we move into the 2021 to 23 UN decade of ecosystem restoration, we're recognizing this as a global issue, and that many more ecosystem services need to be factored, not as special pleading for conservation, but as mainstream investment in foundational resources that secure us a better future and a future of more opportunity. That's what I've been doing in lockdown.